Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'll show you to fix the issue where your LG TV is suffering from the LG TV power off problem. Alright, so if for some reason your TV shuts off at a predefined time, meaning that it automatically turns off sometimes, I'm going to show you what are some of the possibilities. Now there are two reasons why your TV may be powering off. It might be a software issue, or of course it might be a hardware issue. All right, now of course let's start with the possibilities in terms of hardware. Now if it's a hardware issue, meaning something is damaged on the TV will need to be repaired, and of course the exact problem will have to be diagnosed. Now sometimes it's not actually a hardware problem and it's actually a software problem. All right, so I'm going to start with some of the easy to deal with software problems. Then I'm going to show you software issues that usually causes this. All right, so do not rule any of these out. So first of all, make sure that you go ahead and check your TV's power source. Make sure that the cable is solid, meaning there's no frizz in the cable, or of course any kinks or bends, meaning that it might be an issue with the power cable itself, where the TV is shutting off because there are shorts in the cable. All right, so if there's a short in the cable, it might be that the TV is losing power, and of course you might be able to fix that by actually finding the exact spot where the short is and actually carefully noting that spot. You could even get it replaced or that section removed from the cable, or of course you could be mindful of it so you'll know that it's there, and maybe with just careful placement or a kink in the card you could actually or a loop in the card, you could actually stop it from triggering the power off. All right, best thing would be to change that cable. You can actually get that cable as and get it replaced. All right, and that's something usually depending on the situation you can do. Now of course if it's software, it's much easier. Now of course software would be that it's a setting in your TV. All right, so in case it's a setting in your TV, here are the settings that could cause that, so I'll show you exactly where they are. All right, so go ahead and get your remote. You're gonna go to settings. All right, so once you go to settings, you're gonna go down. You're gonna go to all settings. You're gonna go to general. You're gonna go to system. You're gonna go to timers. You're gonna in timers, you're gonna look here and you're gonna look to timers specifically. All right, now all of these should be off. Now sleep timer would be not be the issue, as you have to set that specifically and each time you have to reset it. So see if your settings is set power see if there's a power off and a power on time. Notice it says current time is not valid. Do you want to set the current time? So of course I'm going to say no, but you get the idea. But the idea here is that if you set up the time and the time is correct and this feature is on, it could be that it's the power on timer, sorry, not the power on, but specifically I should say the power off timer. So make sure that the power off timer is not set. So if it's set to turn off at a specific time and your TV has a power off time set, it will actually initiate and turn off the TV. So make sure that is off. And you'll notice it says that this feature sets the TV to turn off at a specific time each day. So make sure that's off. Next one, it could be that your TV is set, and this is another big one, is set to turn off each time after 4 hours. So make sure that's off as well. So make sure all of these are off, and usually those are the timing settings that causes the problem. Next, if something is wrong on the inside of the TV, meaning it's a bad unit, it could be that it's powering off as well. If that is the case, you may have to bring the TV in for repair. And of course, if it's not software based, it usually is hardware based, as I said. So of course, in some cases, you might have to reset your TV. You can look into that also, but use it as a last resort. But if it's not software, then it's definitely hardware and you need to figure out what's happening. Also make sure that the cable is plugged in snugly to the TV and to the wall. All right, so make sure that the connection point at the back, if it's one of those cables that can remove from the TV, make sure that it's all the way in. In other words, make sure it's snugly fit into its port and there's no wiggling, as it could cause the TV to shut off as well in case you did not fully push it in when you initially set it up the TV. All right, so do hope this was useful, and as always, guys, Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips, showing you how to fix this issue on your TV. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.